"Move, old man, or I'll drop you right here." The thug snarled, his fist clenched, backed by three others chuckling behind him. The elderly veteran, frail yet resolute, held his ground, trembling. It was broad daylight, but the crowd stood still, phones out, recording, watching, none stepping in. Except for her. Across the street, Sarah, still in her hospital scrubs, dropped her grocery bag and raced forward, her name tag dangling from her just-finished ER shift. "Leave him alone," she shouted, planting herself as a shield between the veteran and the gang. Her voice shook, not from fear, but from anger. The thugs jeered, throwing insults, telling her to stay out of it. But Sarah didn't budge. "This man fought for our country. You'll have to go through me first." And they tried. One lunged, a flash of metal gleamed, followed by her scream. Sarah staggered, eyes wide, blood spreading across her side like a flower unfolding in slow motion. The gang scattered as the veteran caught her before she hit the ground, his hands shaking as he held her, yelling for help. Her lips barely moved, whispering, "Don't let them get away with this." What followed shook the city. Sarah was rushed to the hospital, her condition critical. By nightfall, her bravery went viral, but this wasn't just a headline. It struck hearts. A nurse risking everything for a man twice her age, a stranger. The man she saved, Sergeant James Callahan, a retired Marine who'd survived 2 wars and lived quietly on a pension, had faced bullets, bombs, and battlefields. Yet this time, a young woman's body shielded him. While Sarah lay unconscious, machines beeping around her, social media erupted. "Hero nurse saves war vet," one post read. "Guardian angel in scrubs," another declared. Thousands shared her image. Veterans groups praised her tirelessly. Even the president's official account tweeted, "Sarah's courage shows the America we stand for. She's a true hero." But it didn't end there. By morning, a black car with flags on the hood pulled up to the hospital. Secret Service agents stepped out, and a man in a dark suit delivered a sealed envelope. In ICU room 407, Sergeant Callahan, hands trembling, opened it and read the words inside, tears streaming down his face. It was a personal invitation from the President of the United States. Sarah was to be honored at the White House as soon as she recovered. Not in months, not in years, but immediately. Doctors warned she might not wake for days, possibly weeks. Yet, 24 hours after the attack, something shifted as if fate intervened. Sarah's eyelids fluttered. Her first words, "Is he okay?" Her mother wept, and Callahan gripped her hand. "You saved my life, Sarah. Now the president wants to thank you in person." She blinked, confused. The president? A week later, a fresh scar running down her side and strength barely returning, Sarah walked slowly into the White House's East Room. Cameras flashed, reporters held their breath, and the president pinned a medal to her chest. "This is for courage beyond duty, for standing up when others stood back, for showing us what it means to be American." Sarah's hands shook, her voice cracked as she spoke. "I didn't do it for heroism. I did it because that man wore a uniform for us, stood for us before we were even born. I just did what I'd hoped someone would do for my own father." Silence fell, then thunderous applause filled the room, echoing endlessly. Callahan stood beside her in his crisp dress blues, tears on his cheeks. The same streets where she'd been attacked now displayed murals of her courage. The gang was caught within 48 hours, thanks to nationwide outrage and viral security footage. Sarah never sought fame, never shared her own story, but she became the story millions couldn't forget. Weeks later, she limped back to the ER, smiling. Patients clapped, colleagues cried, and a child handed her a crayon drawing that read, "You're our superhero." Callahan visited every Sunday, sometimes with flowers, sometimes with stories. They became family, not by blood, but by battle, hers for him, his for their country. Heroes don't always wear uniforms or fight on battlefields. Sometimes they wear scrubs and step into danger when it's easier to walk away. True courage is quiet, and sometimes it bleeds. Before we close this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. If this touched you, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and leave a karma in the comments below.